I will bid you adieu, good night, with one last story for the night. This one is a ghost tale. Why? Because it's scary how much I was over budget in Scotland. So, this is the Scotland Heritage travel trip budget for pre-trip preparation items. I realized very early on that I was going to be over budget, so I made a budget and I made predictions. My predictions ended up being better in the long run. So here are my categories. Maps and calendars, which I bought from 2017 to 2018. The trip was in July 2019. I spent a total of $61.66 on 3 different maps and 2 calendars. For books, this is where things got kind of pricey. I had a number of, at least for me, big ticket items and first editions and stuff like that. And my biggest ticket item, I'm a geologist, so I had to buy it. Of course, it was first edition and nicely packaged, was an excursion guide to the geology of the Aberdeen area. My ancestors are from Aberdeen, so geology and the land of my ancestors was just, oh my gosh, yes. And so that was also the last thing I bought. You can see here. I bought the books starting the 18th of November 2017 to the 11th of January 2019. So there's a big gap between purchasing these items and going. So that was almost 6 months before. So I stopped buying these things, the very last thing, a little under 6 months before the trip. And books, this is a long list. I took a few of these books with me while I was in Scotland, and oh my gosh, this is where I so went over budget, was $395.86 just for books. I actually used them all. That's even scarier. This is a ghost tale after all. Now, where I did save money was on movies. It was on Amazon Prime. It was Flavors of Scotland, and it was technically a TV series, and that cost me $0. So the total expenditures came to $457.52. So I was over budget by $257.52. Oh my, even the ghosts scurry away in fright. That's scary, especially for my budget. Yikes. And my prediction did comparatively good. That was only off by $57.52, and that's why I don't do predictions anymore. I'm just like, all right, I've gotten some experience, so let's try and get my budgets better. For Ireland, I'm doing better on being under budget on things than over a few $100s off and over budget. Yeah. So that concludes this ghost tale. To the rocks, and the tales of the lands of my ancestors. That's why I was over budget. And the language. Yeah. I spent a lot of money on this.